yeah, we'll be in town too. So
How locked into that can you be? Will you be?
if we're not playing, then I'll be about as locked in as you can be. So excited for it for sure.
What would a World Series victory with the Yankees mean for you?
15 years of waiting for the last one, 2009, and I was a young buck. I forget how old I was, but follow them every year, so this will be exciting for sure.
Kevin, you playing Thursday?
I'll be in tomorrow, yeah. I'll be in tomorrow.
Look forward to that, after many months
Of course, got around a while. A lot of rehab, a lot of time spent in the weight room. This is now the fun part of getting on the court and getting to play. I feel good. I got a lot of good practice days in for the past couple of weeks. Really good treatment by our medical staff. Obviously, the whole time, just keeping the surgeon in the loop, and front office has been great. And so, we all kind of feel like we're in a good spot. And next step in my progression is continuing to play on.
Is there anything you haven't experienced yet that you've been able to simulate? Obviously, there's nothing like gameplay, but is there anything you haven't been able to simulate yet that could come along in a game?
I played 5-on-5 now a couple times in practice, and felt really comfortable, felt good in the 3-on-3s, and I'm sure there's some plays that I haven't done yet. Not sure what those are. I'll know when they happen. But again, this is kind of the next step in the progression of this fully getting all the way back. It's healthy. Surgeon feels good that it's in a really good spot, and I feel comfortable enough on it, and I'm ready to play.
A lot of the tension obviously comes with you in that starting lineup, but a lineup outside of DeMar that you're obviously familiar with. Can you just talk about maybe just that fit for you and how that might be best for you and the team?
Yeah, you guys have seen that for the last 2 years, so nothing else really kind of changes. It's been a lot of minutes of 4 of us, I guess, on the court together. DeMar's fitting into that. So for me, it's nothing else.
Back on media day, you talked about looking forward to getting more set shots versus shooting off the curl and kind of shooting out the fade. Have you noticed already getting more of those looks with this unit?
Yeah, a little bit through practice. The thing about a lot of what I do for this team is that gravity in my movement as I'm moving around through our offense, getting other guys open looks, and so movement shooting is always going to be a part of my game. I just hope it's the whole game. Games that I'm trying to get going and having to take tougher shots to get going. To do that, having now 3 guys on the team for the most part that can draw double teams and can all be 1A in a scouting report in terms of who teams are trying to stop. That obviously helps, and teams are going to have to pick the poison for sure.
Have you gotten back to a point where you can fully focus on basketball and less on the shoulder, or is it still kind of a balance of the two?
It'll still be a balance. It will be, I think, all year. Just now there's a lot more time spent out here. I was doing all the non-contact stuff for a little while and having to watch the scrimmages and watch everything go live. And during that time, I was doing my own conditioning or in the weight room. And after 6-7 months, it just mental fatigue starts to kick in. So it's good to get your reps on the court with everybody else.
When watching preseason, what stood out to you? Is anything new that was kind of being implemented in these practices, and what kind of needs to be cleaned up still?
Well, the obvious, DeMar being new to our team and continuing to find his strengths and work around everybody else's strengths and figure out how all that pieces together. And coaching staff continue to figure out how all of our pieces continue to fit together. I think there's a lot of guys with a lot of different skill sets on this team, and everybody will be ready when the number is called. And we can obviously play a lot better than we played in the preseason. I think everyone's excited to continue to prove that, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow night.
When you got traded here, you talked about how you spoke with Doug McDermott about his time playing alongside Domas, sharing an agent. Just what's it like having him on the team now?
Yeah, it's great, honestly. I've known Doug for a while. His dad recruited me at Creighton, so I think during my recruitment he had Doug call me even back when I was in high school, and shared the same agent pretty much from the second I got in the league. And so we've been familiar with each other for a long time, and now obviously first time being able to be teammates. And so it's been fun having him here the last week or so. I feel like there's a lot of familiarities in our game, and our time spent so far with Domas and our roles, what they've looked like the past couple years in this offense, and what his roles looked like on a lot of different other teams around the league. So we're able to talk over a lot of different things and continue to learn from each other, and I'll continue to learn from him.
I know last year didn't go the way you wanted it. What are you looking forward to showing this year?
Just continue to show what I've shown my whole career. I think when I'm on the court and comfortable and consistent in what my role looks like on a team, and consistent with who I'm playing with, and comfortable with the team, I think I've always been in a good spot. So just getting back to that. I think there's a lot of changes in a lot of ways last year, and we're trying out a lot of different things and figuring out how to get better as an organization, as a team, and we're 1 year past that. So in a lot of ways, I'm just looking to flip the page and have a new slate going into this year.
Have they communicated kind of what that role they want from you this year?
Not too much, similar. I'm just trying to play my game, and that's kind of been my MO going into this season. Whatever happens, happens, and I'm here to help the team and be a good teammate, and that's kind of all I'm focused on.
Last one. Typically has a lot of excitement and jitters for some people. For you, having experience what you have, I know you're a vet in this league, but is that going to be kind of added jitters or weight to it, knowing that you're going to be introduced and making a comeback like you are?
We'll see. We'll see. I think for me, it was important for me to try to get back for game one. We didn't know how that was going to look. But I think having game one where I'm getting maybe the same excitement as everybody else, it feels a little bit more normal. Where I think it might have been different if I'm coming back game 4, 5, game 10, whatever it could have been, then that might have kicked in a little bit more. But game one of the season, there's always excitement. I don't know if we'll call them jitters, but just an anxiousness to get going and see the first shot going.